Wednesday lunchtime live stream. Thanks very much for joining us every Wednesday, starting at noon Eastern, -4 GMT on twitch.tv/DDOstream. Don't forget to give us a follow if you'd like to be notified for when we're going live with shows just like this one. We have a full schedule all week long, Sunday to Sunday, and you can find that schedule again on twitch.tv/DDOstream. We'd love to see you guys join us in chat live and ask us some questions. We can't guarantee that we're going to give you an answer for everything, but we can guarantee that we will sure try. So we are today on, like I say, our first week on Sarlona, and I'm running my level 28 Swashbuckler, who's got a couple of lives in her. And we're going to start with Prove Your Worth. I want to welcome Artemis, C's, and Vlav for joining us on the stream today. If any of you guys feel like saying hello.
Hey Al, what's up?
All right, and like I said, we're doing precious cargo for really no reason other than I need it on this character because I haven't actually run precious cargo on this character yet, but I'm flagged for it, so why not? I think we're gonna try Epic Elite. So, let's see, what do we have going on in the world of DDO news? We do have some things that I know are indeed going on.
Yeah, it's kind of weird listening to that 30-second delay.
yeah, you're gonna wanna mute the mic most likely on the stream there. Just listen to it otherwise, because yeah, it's sort of a mess. Okay, where am I going? Let me actually figure out where the heck I'm going here.
Find you?
No, I know where I'm going. I've turned around here.
Yeah. It's kind of sad. I've been playing for 6 years and all that, and it's like I've memorized every map in this game.
Oops.
That I cannot build a tune to save my life.
Well, hey, we're in good company then today. We're going to be awesome.
Yeah, I actually had help with this build from Pay It Forward and that a little bit.
Nice. Yeah, I had a little bit of help with this character on Defense Guild, helped me out some.
Yeah. Sarlona's got a nice EE community in that, in my opinion.
Yep. There we go. Alright, so in terms of what's going on, we are working on basically getting the Warlock to Lamania. That's sort of the big push right now in the development pit here. We're hoping, the original hope was to perhaps even get it this week to Lamania, but as sometimes happens with things, it takes a little longer than expected, so it looks like it'll probably be next week before we get the Swashbuckler's first preview on Lamania. But
yeah, I'm
next
looking
week.
forward to that. I've been favor farming on one of my other tunes to go get that raise.
Yeah, probably a good call. Otherwise, let's see. So that's the big thing we got going on. We've done, some patchwork in recent weeks. We fingers crossed here. I believe we fixed the issue that was tanking Galanda recently, so that's a good thing. Otherwise, like I say, we're working on getting a players council post out to the public, just kind of an update as to hey what we've been doing and what else we got going on. We're gonna have probably some kind of sort of mid-year update from Severlin. I don't know exactly the timing on that, though. Sometime in the next month, probably. That's something that's going on, too. Alright, how we doing on buffs and stuff? Are we all basically good to go? Do we want to send anyone to the ballistas? Do we want to man them ourselves? Any preference?
One thing I've noticed is it's best to keep these guys just in the treasure room so that way they don't bug out.
Sure, that works.
Oh, speaking about bugging out, you may want to look into the hirelings. They're getting glitchy a lot.
Yeah, I've been seeing that. So last Friday on the show, on the Friday show, I actually ran with hirelings, and I'll run with them more. And they were generally working pretty good. The ones I was running with, I mean, you could see the video evidence of it, but that's not to say that hirelings are perfect. We're not at all claiming that, but.
Anybody want to blur GH?
Yeah, I'm covered. But why don't we actually just sit and do a few group buffs here? I can do like some bard songs and that, and then let's kick off.
Yeah, that's fine.
So what in particular are you expecting your hireling to do that it's not doing?
Like, a lot of the times in that, when it's like supposed to heal, it just like sits there and delays and delays and delays until finally you're about dead. Then it heals you.
So I have a thought on that. I think what's going on is that based on the level of your hireling, it looks at your hit points and says, oh, if I hit you with a heal spell, it's going to hit you for like 600 points of damage. So I'm going to wait till you have about, you have 500 hit points that I have to heal before I hit you with it.
Yeah.
It's mostly the low-level tunes or hirelings I've noticed that with, though.
So, like, one of the thoughts I have is try to pick a lower-level hireling and see if that doesn't heal you better based on your hit points.
Yeah, that might work.
That's an interesting thought. I don't know. I mean, like I said, I was running, this was Friday, and we were doing Epic Elite. We did Beyond the Rift, Spinner of Shadows, a couple other things, and they were basically working pretty good.
Yeah, most of the time I just solo without a hireling, but the last few days I've been running with hires, it's like they've been more stupid than what they're programmed for. But then again, from what I understand, they were programmed with the average intelligence of a 2-year-old.
Well, I mean, it is AI, right? But,
Right.
I don't know.
It's kind of sad when the monster AIs are smarter than your hirelings.
Like I say, I've actually had pretty good luck with hirelings. I mean, certainly I understand I've been reading the same posts everyone else has, but my experience has been they're actually working pretty good right now.
Yeah, most of the time I don't actually even have a problem with hireling. That's the weird part. Ow, that hurt. Thank you, sir.
Not doing much damage on this pirate ship, are we?
Yeah, general concept is just let them dock and then go from there.
Yeah. I mean, I've been in groups where we've been able to take them out, but apparently they're better at targeting than me.
You can't even really damage the ships with the ballistas. That's the sucky part.
On hard and normal, I've done this without having any of the board.
Yeah, I have
On
two.
Elite, I've never done that.
Yeah, I have two.
Yep.
Elite, they've got just a few more hit points.
I think
Yeah, one thing I actually learned when I did this quest is you always hide in a corner and those cannons can't hit you. I'm going in.
Oh, elemental instead. Get off the ship.
You don't.
I like it.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Ah, that's what I get for trying to be going on their airship.
Whoops.
I mean, I guess what I'm trying to say, particularly in regard to hirelings, is I tend to hear a lot more generic statements than specific sort of things that they are or are not doing. Now, that's not entirely true, because I have been looking, we've been talking about on the Players Council, and I've been doing some investigating, like, reproduction stuff that people have been pointing out. And, there are some things that, can always be tightened up and worked on, but predominantly they're doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing. So some of it is perhaps an expectation issue, and some of it is maybe learning how to use them. And then, of course, some of it is legit bugs as well, so.
Yeah, my main problem is the cleric hirelings don't like to heal a lot sometimes, but I don't really fit to mind. It's an AI, it's doing what it's programmed. It's my fault for not keeping an eye on my own HP.
Well, that said, I mean, if I can consistently find a thing where, as you say, they never heal you if you are not below 50%, that is not the way that's supposed to be working, so.
I think, if I remember right from last night, you would put the hireling on defensive or offensive, and then try and put it back to defensive to fix it bug out. But sometimes what it would happen is like it would have plenty of mana, but it would not heal you. And it's like it would just like stick someplace, or it wouldn't jump to you when it's supposed to, or just stand in a trap.
Yeah, I mean, traps are always, having a long-standing hireling thing that we've had to deal with, but.
Yeah, last night I had a level 12 or 13 favorite soul just stand in the flipping blade trap in that second part of Maria's Sleepless Night. I forget the name of it.
And did you try calling him to you?
Actually, I was lagging at the time when it did that. It just stood there and didn't even move.
Because it is possible for their, AI sort of logic chain to need to be reset. And, I mentioned how to do that on the live stream, but you basically set it to stand your ground, then off stand your ground, call them to you. And they'll reset their logic chain so that if they are, quote, brain dead, that's one way to get them back on track.
Alright, I'll try that next time I have a hire. Thanks, Jared. In regards to Temple of Elemental Evil, though, it's like, I really like that quest overall. The design, the way you can just sit there and explore like you can in the haunted halls. It's also a great place to farm out your remnants if you ever want to do that.
That's what that's what I was doing for a while, except now, thanks to Makar DDO's 10-week challenge, I think I'm switching over to Cobalt Assault.
One thing I have noticed, though, is like when you're running quests that are like below your level, Matt, like if you're level 12 in a level 9 quest and you're doing it on Elite, and there's champions there, they don't drop remnants or chests at all. And I don't know if that was something you guys implemented on purpose, or if that's a bug that needs to be worked out.
There's two things that happened there. We did you know, it's in the release notes, and we doubled the amount of mysterious remnants that appear when they appear. So instead of 1d10, it'll be 2d10 or something like that. We also did fix a bug where they were spawning 100% of the time on champions. And so as part of that, you know, the drop rate is going to be lower than 100%, which is what it was for quite a while. But then to make up for that bug, like I said, we doubled the remnant actual number that you'd get. So that is what's going on. Now, you know, I've been, again, reading those comments too that folks are saying, too low. And the goal was to not actually change the acquisition rate, because we were pretty comfortable with where it was at. The goal, though, was to fix this bug where they were spawning 100% of the time, and largely that's to deal with the very generous drop rate of chests that we've seen, shall we say.
Ow, bear traps, that hurt. I normally just run over those and don't notice them, but that time, not so much.
Did you get that right?
No, I did not. I really hate shortcutting those chains.
Yeah, tell me about it. Those chains are brutal.
Especially on Epic. 4 or 5 points of damage without any sort of blocking resist. Ouch.
Oh. Ouch. So Confucius asks, well, why not just let chests spawn all the time, and then lower what you get in the chests? And really it just has to do with sort of running the math and doing the numbers, and how much we want to fill up people's inventory with, you know, low-level loot and that kind of thing. I think we might be doomed here.
Nah.
We're good.
We're good. He's just kiting down here.
Alright, the ship is gonna blow. Get off the ship.
Or get on the ship.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. A friend of mine showed me an image, what was it, this morning, that was kind of suggestive, and they made a comment like, remind me of D&D, and that I'm like, how does this remind you of D&D? It's a
Nice.
succubus. What's there to know?
Alright, taking a couple questions from chat. What can I say about the Warlock? Not much in terms of detail, but that's something we're actually hoping to get to you guys sooner rather than later. Like I said, we're gonna get them out fairly quickly onto Lamania here as soon as we can, and we're also kind of working on kind of an overview post, just sort of an introduction to the Warlock type post that, well, at the very least should come out in conjunction with Lamania. But if we can get that out even a little bit earlier, we may do that. Otherwise, I mean, like, there's really not much else I could say about the Warlock at this point. You know, they're pretty heavily into working on design right now. Got a lot of work going on with Warlock. The Players Council has seen all 3 of the enhancement trees, and they've also had that general overview. And they're looking to basically, you know, give us as much feedback as we can. Oh. Don't die again.
Oh, there you are.
Alright, I need to try to get auto-dance these chained guys. And take them out.
Ow, that hurt. Thank you. I need to invest this tune when I TR him into a Blade Forge Paladin into heavy armor.
Yep, I think we're ready.
Yep, I'm ready as I'll ever be.
Civic Spoon basically asks, isn't it kind of late for the Players' Council to be looking over enhancements when the preview is a week away? If we were debuting it to the Players' Council, yes, but they've been looking at it for a while now. Zalthriz asks, will there be new Epic Destinies ever? Yes, it's going to be a while though. We have other things to work on first. Supernatural fan says, any tips or advice for a new player like me?
Hey,
Best
Jared,
advice I
have
have
you ever
is
tried
relax, have fun.
DDO through the Steam client by chance?
Have I ever tried playing DDL through what?
Steam. Steam has a
Oh,
download
yeah.
for DDO.
Uh-huh.
You cannot buy points with Steam money for some weird reason. I don't know why.
You can't buy points with what money?
Like, in the Steam, with Steam you can put cash onto your Steam account and buy stuff with it. You can't buy stuff through Steam in that, or buy DDO points through Steam
Right.
for some weird reason.
Yeah, it has to do with the payment systems that we use to handle transactions in DDO versus the payment systems that are used on Steam. You know, we run things through the DDO store rather than, say, you know, directly through Steam there. So that's the why, is because we're not directly hooked up to their system like that.
So I wanted to buy like a $50 thing, but it's like all my cash is on Steam.
Jeez. Oop, wrong button. Ah. Ah.
Alright, the elemental is dead. Ship's gonna blow.
Let's get off this tin can. Or should I say wooden barrel?
Oh, wooden derelict.
Sometimes I wish they would implement like ship battles between guilds for like minor things like renowned or something. That'd be kind of fun.
Okay, a couple more questions from chat about Lamania. Titan is very excited about Lamania coming up for Warlock. How have we done a character wipe yet? No, we typically do that right before we open up Lamania. So you can expect that to happen probably within a few hours of Lamania opening up, getting ready to open. Let's see. So yeah, Super does have a question about, you know, hey, I'm a new player. Any advice? My advice basically is relax, have fun. Don't overly stress about your character build and that right away. Just play the game for a while, get used to the systems, kind of figure out what you like and don't like, and figure things out from there. You know, if you're trying to basically make the perfect character on your first go around, just it's going to be a challenge.
I don't think I know anybody
so.
who's not excited for Warlock.
I've heard a couple people, but yeah, I'm looking forward to Warlock very much.
Yeah, I have a friend of mine who says they're coming back to DDO to try Warlock out, and if they like it, they'll come back for a few years.
Nice. Confucius asks, is Warlock going to be a premium class? Yeah. Just like most of our new classes. Actually, all of our new classes, right? We'll have more to say about that, but, you know, you can expect it'd be the same as our other class debuts.
Yeah. One thing I found that one person was complaining about when they were, because they were VIP, was that they didn't get the expansions and that, for like when you guys did Minutes of the Underdark and all that. 'Cause I was VIP for a couple of years, and that just for sake of showing my loyalty. But then my payment got canceled, so it's like whatever. But I read in the fine print that basically you can choose what and not to give your VIPs, which is, you're right, and I actually like that concept. Because when you buy an expansion pack, it's like you're getting more than what you do with like not an explorer area, but like a normal pack.
Yeah, you know, the thing with expansions is, you know, they were, you know, they're funded exceptionally because they have different costs, sort of structure, financials associated with it all, so.
Yeah, and I like that idea too. It's not, you don't play it like WoW does with all their, you have to buy every new pack sort of thing, or else you can't play, which is nice.
The elemental on the side ship is dead. I would evacuate.
It'd be nice to know what side ship.
There's only one side ship. It's the one you're on, Artemis. Get out of there.
Oh, I am. Sometimes there's...
Now you only have the one in the back.
I got their stun. There was an enemy just sitting there out on in the middle of the air for a little bit. I was just taking a screenshot of that.
Alright, I think we basically got everything here, right?
Now we just gotta wait for Mama ship to show up.
Yep.
He's already here. He's just got a dock in the back.
Yep. Isn't that the new ship that came out too in that? Or is that the different ship?
You talking about the Kraken?
Yeah, the Kraken. I'm not sure if that's the Kraken ship or if that's a different ship model.
Uh, People are asking about the actual turbine point cost of Warlock. I have no idea yet. No idea.
In general, on those about like 900 points or so.
Yeah, I'd say, you know, in general, it's going to be around the same range as everything else.
Yeah, general rule of thumb, if you're going like free to play, wait for things to go on sale before you buy them. Don't do it like I do and buy it just as it comes out.
Oh, man.
Thanks for the drop off.
Man. Those chain attacks. I guess I'm not ready for Epic Elite. I lied.
Watch out, Z. I'm gonna blast these barrels.
I just run away as soon as they start swinging their chain. There's just no point in standing in that.
I just like how the quests are getting more and more complex, and that I think it's a nice touch to DDO.
Nice.
And I just vomited all over them and they died.
I think these guys just keep spawning, and we want to go up and get the captain.
Right.
These guys don't keep spawning, they run out. The only problem is there's so many of them. If I can find where I put my run.
I've got the captain over here.
Yep. Dang.
And all their aggro is on me now.
Yep.
I'm TPS on that tank. I'm out of here. I'll just kite these guys around on the ship. Hey, Jer, here's a question about the drought specifically, concerning that there's a subrace of elves and that. Why don't we see their HP on the when we have the elves mastery thing?
I don't know. I mean, I guess I would say why is because they were probably coded that way, because they're not considered elves for the purposes of that. But I think you raise a good point as to why.
I've got the captain on the bridge of Harsha.
Alright. I'm on the bottom level. And to answer Stain's question, is there a separate entry? No.
Yeah.
Thank you. God, I am dying way too much. I'm dying more than Jerry normally does.
Yeah. See, I actually, this is one of my better characters, which I guess maybe isn't saying much, but for me, it's, you know, this character usually does pretty well.
Yeah. Normally I don't die all that much, but then again, I'm normally soloing and not trying to risk everything.
Yeah. Mistwalker has a question that's worth addressing. Any chance with the, quote, Epic Shavroth, would there be a possibility to an upgrade to the sets from there? The answer to that is no. For several reasons. One, it's not Epic Shavroth. It's a continuation of the story there, but it's a completely new sort of series of quests and everything. And then two, we're going with a different loot system rather than an epic tier of the ring system that was, you know, back in the original module. So so no to that, for both content and sort of you know, other loot generation reasons. So Titan is also running into an issue where he says you can't get back to the Spinner's prison in Kyber. So when you go to the harbor and you click on the gate, you know, the portal that opened Rift Between Worlds there should be an option, you know, to go to Evening Star Cavern, to go to the you know, that little public area there, or go to the Spinner's prison and all that. And so you should have that option to just do it like that. So if you're not seeing that, don't entirely know what's going on, but it's a pretty rare situation. I've not really seen others report that. Where's our guy?
Might be an ID bug.
Yeah, it may be like maybe a character-specific issue, though I couldn't exactly tell you why. You know, what's going on there exactly, but something.
DDO's had worse problems. The ban of Maybar.
Jeez, you erroneously ban a whole bunch of people and you just never live it down.
I wasn't a part of it, that's the worst thing. I heard about it. So I'm gonna miss Maybar, to be honest. I miss fighting that dragon.
Yeah.
I just wish you guys would bring that back as like a rare instance in that from like every dungeon. See that in like Noob Island on the frickin' Korthos trainer quest. That would be something, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I do think we're going to end up doing something with Maybar, but I don't, you know, what form that takes, you know, still up in the air, to be honest.
I just missed the dragon from there. It was fun fighting that thing. Oh, hell.
Yep.
You just had to bring him to me, didn't you, Jerry?
Yeah, I guess. Well, see, I was backpedaling to try to fascinate them, and it just wasn't really working. Anyway, Titan, what we should probably do at some point is when you're on the stream, log into that dude on Kyber, and when I'm around, and I'll actually take a look, see kind of what you're seeing, or you can just give me some screenshots. We can see if we can't figure that out for you. Alright, where are you guys at before I go and kill myself?
There we go, that finishes those off.
I'm trying to destroy the cannons so they don't overwhelm us.
Ow. Did not see the chain gang. Oh, there you are, Jerry.
Yep.
Yeah, these cannons get devastating.
Yeah, I'll say.
Alright, so what's, I would just basically trying to clear out some trash here so that we just wouldn't be constantly dying when we're outside, but...
The trash keeps respawning as far as I've seen. And especially on Elite, there's way too much trash.
They haven't respawned as far as I've seen.
Yeah, see, I didn't really think they respawned either. I agree that they have really high spawn rates, but I could be wrong. I don't actually know.
I'm over here, Jerry. Around the corner.
Okay.
As a friend of mine once said, EE is a whole other ball of wax from Epic Hard. You're looking at 4 to 5 times harder than hard when you're running elites.
Yeah. I don't know if it's 4 to 5, but it certainly is harder. As everyone knows, it's a lot harder than, norm or hard.
Right. Well, that's what he said when you're like soloing. It's like 4 to 5 times harder solo than it is on hard. But that's just a general concept for all quests.
All right. Titan asked, when. Why don't you just send me a notification, Titan? We'll find a time to just get on your stream and take a look at things. I don't know. Just kind of let me know what works best for you.
Alright. Where are you, Tev?
All right.
Or Val?
I'm guessing.
In the cannon bay.
Alright, on my way.
Okay.
Whoa! Holy sh... Back out. He's right at the door.
Ah.
I'm not going there unbuffed.
Yeah, I think we should port in as a group and see if we could just either beat him down or at least get him down to the point that he wants to run away from that door.
Yeah. I'm just gonna pop in, try and grab its stone. If I die, that's that.
Yep.
Ow. Well, I got him away from the door at least. There, now that we're all together again, somewhat. Thanks, Jer.
All right.
On out and then we'll go buff. can, we want to try and pin him someplace. There we go, that's what we want. Try and pin him into that corner. Crap. Thank you.
It's not so much do I ever... Oops. It's not so much do I ever accidentally try to hit someone with a scroll. It's more, do I ever not initially swing after equipping a scroll and then trying to fight again?
Sounds like my problem some days.
Alright, I'm gonna grab the control.
Alright, I'm gonna head up.
Beam Victor, open beach fire.
Why do they come after me so much?
Alright.
Ow, that hurt. Okay, that's kind of scary that the monk died and he's got the best reflex save of us all.
Yeah. Kansas asks if I'm going to be asking or doing any more of Makar DDO's challenges. Yes, I want to do all of them, but some of them I'm not going to do in the live stream because they're tough, right? And sometimes you really need to concentrate if you really want to get it done, and trying to multitask while doing it can be a little challenging.
Yeah.
Like, for example, the temple. I mean, I knew frankly, I didn't think it was likely that I was going to be able to do Temple Part 1 on Elite at level 4, but even if I was, I probably wouldn't want to do that, you know, on the live stream.
Yeah, Temple Elite at level 4, you aren't going to find many many very people that know how to make a build that can handle that. I had to call in at 28 to finish part 2, so that doesn't tell you anything.
Oop.
Thank you.
Yep, okay. C's your next. Or not, because I am an idiot and just walked right back into the trap.
Okay, I got the thing.
Yep. Yeah, it's funny, compared to the temple, pit is a piece of cake, huh? That's probably true. Yeah, I thought about doing pit, but yeah. Oh yeah, good point. I've got D-door too.
Oh, I got your stone, Jer.
Okay. Is anyone still in there fighting Mr. 2? Yeah, we got a couple.
Yeah, he's more than 50% done. He's at about 30 right now.
I'd say
I installed the air elemental, so
I'd say I'd go through to you guys, but I know I'm just gonna wipe on that pit trap.
You should be able to pull all 4 levers and have enough time to run across. Just don't run back across again. You'll see the yellow dots light up once you pull the levers.
Oh, there you go. Oops.
Yeah, there's still one crew member who's fascinated over there.
K levers are pulled on this side.
Oh, we gotta go. I don't have a D-door.
Yep.
Yeah, I do. Right here. Other side.
All right.
Yeah, I got your stone sleeves. No problem.
Well, it wasn't pretty, but somehow we managed to get it done.
Right? All my gear's about broke.
Oh, I can mention the bonus. For the bonus,
nice.
we're going to be doing a Mysterious Remnant vendor reward. Let me double check to make sure I got the info right. So we're going to have the cloaks and the bracers are going to be back, and we're also going to be debuting new augments. So, and that'll be at the Mysterious Remnant vendor. And those are the things that we're going to be doing for this bonus here.
And now we got 3 minutes to kill.
Good time to answer some questions in chat.
Right?
As a G asks, what am I planning for Friday's show? You used the word planning. I'm not sure that I exactly plan my Friday show, but I'm going to do something. I don't know. What do you want to do? Last week I talked about hirelings, so probably at the very least I'm going to be doing more hirelings during the Friday show. It's a good opportunity to do that. Otherwise, I really haven't thought too far ahead about what I'm planning to do on Friday.
Try soloing the pit with the hireling. There's an idea.
Oh, there you go. I could maybe give that a shot. Takaru 8 brings up, or Takaru 87 rather, brings up a good point that I think, which is when you look at these 10-week challenges, it does seem to favor ranged builds. I tend to think that that may be accurate. What do you guys think? Have you had much luck as a melee?
I mainly build casters, and I didn't do any of the challenges. But most of the casters I build aren't any good until mid-range to epic.
Yeah. Because, I mean, the thing is, like, if you're really, like, bottoming out the lowest level possible, that tends to put you in a situation where you really just can't go toe-to-toe with things on Elite, for the most part, right? Especially because one of the rules is no past lives. So what that ends up meaning is you're probably better off going, say, like, Artificer or something like that, ranged. Just because you're going to be able to hit him from a distance, yeah.
Are these challenges at the forum somewhere?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, they are. It's just they aren't shown on the client when you load in. It's not official.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a bad idea, though. Maybe I should put it in the launcher just for fun. But then that might make it a little more official than it really needs to be.
One thing I've noticed with that launcher is when you guys do updates to the launcher, it doesn't show up unless you restart your client.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, because it pulls the information, as part of that initial load-in.
Because I remember back before Panda went down, it would update no matter what time it was.
Yep. Frankly, there's another thing, which people have no reason to know, but it takes about 5-10 minutes for me to put something into the launcher, because I can type it out and then it takes a little while for it to sort of populate through all the inner tubes.
Yeah. I'm surprised you guys don't use peer-to-peer downloading.
Yeah, we found traditionally people just haven't really liked it that much. But we do technically with the Happy Cloud version, but it's very, very light on that.
Yeah, because you figure with how many people play DDL and have the client, you'd be able to download it within like seconds. Anything good?
I hope so. We had like 31 deaths here. I got St. Murray's Fire.
Oh, is that the run-on?
Uh-huh.
Lucky.
Yeah.
And look at all the loot.
Yeah. I see the Cannoneer's goggles in there too.
I've been looking for those. So Jerry, you might be able to answer this question because I keep getting into fights with people about it. But the Cornet op items, they say they don't stack, but I've noticed that the more Cornet op items you have, the faster your SP comes back. I've kind of contributed it to like a lottery of some kind.
I mean, I suppose it's possible that they're stacking even though they're not supposed to be.
Well, they're not necessarily stacking in the normal sense. It's like each one has their own chance to proc.
Oh yeah. Well, that might be correct then. That might be working as intended. That's the way it typically is for any of the percentage proc things. They don't really stack in terms of like doubling your rate, but they tend to be independent proc chances.
Yeah, and I keep getting into fights with people about it, and it's like, they don't stack. I get that. But each item has their own chance to roll, and they're like, no, they don't. It's like, bull crap.
Yeah, they should.
Test it for yourself.
Yeah, right. I mean, it pretty much, you know, unless it's the same type bonus, it should stack. And, you know, for the most part, the stacking rules are the same for that. It's been fairly consistent. It just is a little different, and that is independent, you know, proc chances.
Yep. Hey, got a legendary. Sweet. I've been looking for one of those.
Got the coffin nail too. I suppose I could take that.
That's really good for the, what is it, the thrower monk build.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually not a bad throwing weapon, because, I mean, it's got a bunch of things on there that stack.
Right. But overall, I think it was made for the thrower monks overall.
Yeah.
So Jerry, I know you're not supposed to talk about it, but the new Shabarath/Veil pack that's coming out, are you guys going to put craftable hand wraps in there? Because it doesn't seem like you can craft very many hand wraps in that through most of the crafting stations.
I don't know. I suppose I could pass it along as a suggestion. You know, was it Sev on the forums who said that, you know, time permitting in an ideal world, we'd basically nuke hand wraps and turn them into regular weapons? I'm pretty sure that was on the forums recently. But the thing is that hand wraps are weapons, but they don't always sort of work like weapons behind the scenes, and that's really been the source of a lot of these kind of hand wrap specific issues we've seen over the years. So what it's going to take to really, quote, fix that is to really just turn them into normal weapons, and then do all the work that's going to take to reconcile every last thing with that.
Yeah, it makes sense that way.
Yeah, but you know, I would never say never, though. I mean, there would be an interest in doing that if time permitted. I just don't know that time's going to permit anytime soon.
Yeah, because I've been wanting to make some Lit 2 hand rods, but you can't make them. And they don't even drop in the gold coin rewards either, so it kind of sucks.
Yeah, I mean, we've never had green steel hand wraps. And I think that was a deliberate decision, actually, back in the day. If I'm remembering my quotes at the time, I believe that was a concern that because of the nature of the way hand wraps worked at the time, at least, that they might be, you know, we basically just see a whole bunch of hand wrap wearing everybody's running around at the time.
Yeah, now you got Lit 2 dual wielding or Lit 2 wielding swashbucklers.
Yeah.
And that ain't Angel OP at all.
Totally. All right, I think I'm going to wrap up the stream here. I will get you guys a code for some turbine points in the in-game mail system probably later this afternoon, so you can look forward to that. And I'll just send it to the characters here. Just grab a quick screenshot of the party group. And also, for the people in chat, thanks very much for joining me.
We next week, dude.
Yep.
Thanks, Jared.
Yep. And for folks in chat, we will be giving out some codes as well at the end of the stream here, like usual. I want to thank you very much for joining us here on the weekly Wednesday lunchtime live stream. We are live every Wednesday, starting at noon Eastern, -4 GMT, right here on twitch.tv/DDOstream. Don't forget to check out our full calendar of events. We also did set up a bunch of playlists on YouTube. So if you can't join us live and you're a YouTube watcher, you can subscribe to individual shows or everything. We have some granularity now in our playlists here on YouTube, so you can go check that out, figure out what you want to have in your YouTube subscription feed. Till next time, we'll see you guys around soon. Thanks for again.